still cracks me up. I freaking love that thing. I'm going to be sad to not play that anymore.
We're going to have to do something else to make it more fun like that.
We're going to have to. Hello, Sandy. Hello. How are you?
Good. How are you, beautiful?
I am good. Thank you. And to everybody, welcome to another episode of Get Social. We are the Get Haunted social media team podcast for the Get Haunted Paranormal podcast program. How is everybody on the side? We are going to give everyone a minute. Icy Spirits.
Hi, Icy.
Hi. I love seeing her on here. She's an amazing human being. Let's see. Before we say hi to other people, we do have our first events coming up.
I know it's coming up so soon. We're finally in February, guys. Finally in February.
Right? Shadows and Shutters at Red Men's Hall. Did I say that right? I did. Yes. This is going to be a fun event, a little bit different, right? Not our typical investigation. It's going to be a little bit of a spooky photo shoot and a little bit of investigating, a little bit of discussion. I'm going to be bringing some tarot cards for everybody. So yeah, we'll see if maybe we can get some people to work a little bit of intuitive tarot into their investigation that night. I am really excited about the photography though, because Danger does an amazing job, right? So
oh my God, yeah, he does.
Really excited to see how everybody turns out for that. But yeah. So yeah.
Sorry. But we only have 3 tickets left. Fun facts. You better jump on this now, guys.
Yes.
They're gone.
And they can get their tickets at extremeticketing.com. Really easy. Just extremeticketing.com. You scroll. I think it's like one of the first ones that pops up when you sign on, right?
Yep.
Real easy to find. But definitely worth it. On the 22nd, you have nothing better to do, so get your butt out there. I want to see everybody there.
Come hang out.
Please do. Beyond our first event, Extreme Ticketing also has a myriad of amazing other events out there. I know Empty Casket, they are going to be having their Spirit Board Museum is going to be at a haunted library. That's coming up on the 8th, I think. Right?
So, if I remember correctly.
Yes. On the 8th. That's what? This coming Saturday, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Right? Just
like right around the corner. What just happened?
I didn't even realize we were in February this morning. So I didn't even know Groundhog's Day. Like I was so not with it this morning. So
it is Groundhog's Day, and sadly he saw his shadow, so he's 6 more weeks of winter.
That bastard. Can I just say that?
Yeah, it's his fault. We're probably having snow tonight. It's his fault. Just saying.
I don't want to see another freaking snowflake the rest of this year.
Seriously, I can't take it anymore. Or ice. Or like the -6 degrees. Any more of that, I'm gonna lose it.
Can we not freeze anymore? Like I don't want to feel like an icicle when I walk out there and to walk the dog. No,
it's too much.
It's too much. But anyway, should we say hello to our side? We have an amazing guest this evening, and I'm excited to bring them up. But let's say hi to the side before we bring them up. Yeah,
say hi to our sides.
And I already brought her up. I'm gonna bring her up again. Icy Spirits, what's up? We have Mark Brown. Hello, Mark. Kaylee. Hello. We saw her this Saturday. Yesterday. Wow. It was yesterday? Yeah.
Ooh. That's right. You guys went to the
Scranton Cultural Center Odyssey Expo thing.
How was that?
It was good. It was it's fun because you get to see all these different types of vendors, very artistic. Some of them have just homemade crafts, amazingness, and everyone was just very, very easy to talk to and really friendly. So I really enjoyed being able to walk around to the different vendor tables and see what they had, just there and to hear their stories of how they got started. It was really fun.
That's exciting.
Yeah. And Bill and Tanya were there, right? Empty Casket. Amazing talking board setup. Just like they had, like when you walk in, they were off like right there, and you could walk around and see all the different boards, all the information. Amazing setup. You can tell that they put their hearts and souls into everything that they do with that. It really does show, and I really appreciate it. I love it.
No, every time I've seen their boards, they always put so much love and effort into it.
Oh, they do. It's phenomenal. Definitely recommend everybody go. If you have an opportunity to see Empty Caskets Talking Board Museum, you need to go do it. It is phenomenal. Even if you think you know everything about Ouija boards, talking boards, they have information that it blew me away. I didn't even know. So definitely.
I feel like there's always something new you can learn about them.
Absolutely. And I don't know if I think they're working on expanding their collection too. So yeah, keep your eyes on them. Yeah. But speaking of dangerous design, Mike Castro in the house. Hey. He is going to be doing some amazing photography. Hey, Russ. Thank you for coming in. Next of Kin Paranormal. Fun. Fancy seeing you here. Does that say Winnie? Hello.
Hi.
Trisha. Let me see. What is that? Christine. Hello.
Hello.
Denise Pack, thank you so much for tuning in. Do we have everybody? Danielle, hello, Danielle. To everybody, if I missed anybody or anyone that's just tuning in has us in for background, thank you for being here. We appreciate you tuning in and hanging out with us.
Yeah, it's so nice.
So nice. So before we bring up our guest, anything else that we need to, is there anything else you want to bring up before we bring on our amazing guests?
I don't know. I mean, there's so much going on, and like if you guys are following our social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you'll see on there videos and posts that we're making about all upcoming events and all that fun stuff. So just keep an eye on there. I feel like right now until we have something else pop up.
Oh yeah, and keep your eyes out. I think we're going to be getting some merch is going to be showing up on the website soon. So keep your eyes peeled on www.gethaunted.com. But so our guests, Next of Kin Paranormal, these guys are very near and dear to my heart. I know they're very near and dear to you as well. Should we bring them up?
Yeah, let's bring them up.
So I know I got to meet these guys for the first time. Hi, how's it going?
What's up?
Just saying, you guys are so near and dear to our hearts, and it's just it's such an honor to have you on tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. So I know for me personally, I think I got to meet you guys for the very first time at White Hill Mansion. And it was such a treat getting to investigate with you guys and just seeing how your spin on the paranormal. So okay, let's start it off this way. What made you decide you wanted to be a paranormal team?
Dominic made me decide.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, pretty much. It was either, oh, do you want to make a paranormal team? And I was like, that's up to you.
That's really how that went? You were just like,
so nonchalant, like, yeah, if you want.
Yeah. It's like before Dominic wanted to start doing this, I had no interest in it at all.
Really?
And then, oh yeah, none at all.
All right, let me just say, I've watched this man investigate. He has an amazing skill set for investigating the best questions. No, I really wasn't into it. Dude, you run that like you've been doing it since you were born.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. But yeah, no, I mean, Dominic got into it watching it on TV, and we went to a couple investigations that way. And
that's where we first met
then
Rob.
Once we got, yeah.
Where did you guys first meet, Rob?
Eastern State.
Oh, okay. I love that. That whole area is phenomenal. Wow. Okay, so Eastern State, and then
it just kind of started from there. And we started talking about it, going back and forth a little bit about a team. And we weren't sure what we were going to do because we were just having fun, just going different places and doing stuff. And I say this all the time, Danny, I credit you with really pushing us forward and perpetuating us into where we are today, because you really gave us the boost that we needed to actually become a team.
Well,
it was so hard to try and find places to go, and other teams that we'd investigate with weren't very accepting of us. And when we met you guys, it was, it was just the beginning of it all. We had just such a good time. And when I came to you, the second time we were at Whitehill, when I came to you and I had said to you, oh, we're going to be a team. And when I told you the name of the team, the excitement that I saw in your face and how supportive you were for us, I was like, yeah, we're in the right spot.
I hate hearing when people say that they couldn't find a footing, because I know how that feels, right? Like I've had so many, like before I found my home in the paranormal, there were a lot of things that I thought were missed opportunities. They weren't, though. It was just the right door wasn't ready to open yet. And I feel like that might have been the case for you guys, because I've watched you flourish into one, like everything that you guys try, you excel at so amazingly. You're just really approachable. You're really good with guests. Like when you come and help out with us, it's like you've been doing it for forever. Like you're very accommodating. You don't shut anything down. If someone says something, you roll with it, and you're very open-minded. And I think that's a huge plus when it comes to the paranormal.
Well, I think, for both me and Dominic, because it was so hard for us to feel like we were accepted, especially because Dominic was so much younger, when we started. So for him to feel that we were accepted, I don't want to put that kind of negativity on anybody. I want to give them that energy and that feeling of acceptance right away.
That's so important. It really is so important. No, it totally does. And speaking of Dom being so young when you guys start, I feel honored to have watched. Like, you have grown so much as an individual since the day one that I've met you, and just watching you build your equipment and seeing how your style is formed and changed over the course of these investigations. Do you feel like this has been a learning experience for you, or?
Well, yeah, because I think when I met you, I was only 18 still.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Well, the second time that he went to Whitehill, I think I was in Atlantic City for a truck show. And then it just kind of spiraled after that. I was kind of done with the truck shows, and I was just glad to be like around people who actually accepted everything instead of being around all the drama and everything like that.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a family vibe. I appreciate that if everybody just kind of, I think because we all appreciate the fact that we're all giving each other those chances, and we're like open-minded enough to, hey, if you want to try this, let's go try this. Let's see how it works, right? It's kind of yeah, it's kind of the vibe. See, that's like the same vibe with you. It's like we all kind of like fit in that way.
That's how it works. That's how I feel like people, when they do come to events of ours, that's just how it begins. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, and Sandy was at Whitehill too when we first went, and
Mike and Adam.
And Cindy was there too.
Mike and Adam
Cindy
too.
was there too.
Yeah, yeah.
Mike and Adam were there, and Kaylee was there. The feeling of acceptance, and it was just unbelievable for us to walk into a group of people that we've never met before and have the kind of reception that we did. It kind of reignited that fire for the both of us.
I'm glad that I love that we all kind of like started, all like the family vibe was all just there already. Yes, we clicked. Yes.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Clicked. What is this? I think it's awesome how you came up with the name. Aww.
How did you guys come up with your name? How do you decide that is the name of the team?
I didn't think of it. It's all him. He was like, you think this sounds good? I go, yeah, why not?
So I bounced around with different names. We were thinking of like Blackout Paranormal and all this kind of other stuff. And when I searched the names, there was other names out there with that stuff.
Yeah.
And I happened to be flipping through YouTube or something on there, and one of my favorite shows popped up, and it's an old Patrick Swayze movie.
Ooh, Patrick
called
Swayze.
Next of Kin.
Nuh-uh.
The name of the movie is Next of Kin with Patrick Swayze.
Nice.
And I says, that's a good name. And I asked Dominic what he thought of it, and he goes, "Ooh, I like that." And that's kind of how I came up with it, you know. And it was crazy because not too long after we came up with the name, we were in Gettysburg and we were talking to Charlie from Old Hospital.
Oh, okay.
And he was saying, you know, they filmed like Next of Kin across the river from the hospital.
Oh, that's
wild. See, look, it was all meant to be, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just crazy the way it all kind of worked out. So, yeah.
Oh, I love that so much. So I've seen that you guys have done a couple private investigations now. How do you feel about them versus doing more of like an event style?
Dominic?
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't feel like there's any difference at all?
Not really.
No.
I mean, I feel that I see the difference in it. You're not worried about other guests. So you kind of have your own thing to do, and you can kind of run around the way you want.
Yeah.
It does make it a little more difficult though, as well, because it's just sometimes when it's just the two of you,
you don't know what to do with yourself.
It changes the whole vibe, and sometimes the energy isn't amped up enough.
That is
so like
thing,
the first time we did one was kind of a solo. We were with another group of people, but we were kind of soloing at Sweet Springs. And the way they did it, and they kind of broke us all off, it just things weren't just happening for us. So, you know, then we did a couple other investigations, private ones, like with two brothers, Mike and Adam, and stuff like that, and nothing but a good time.
Oh, Mike and Adam are amazing people. They are so
we actually did one of our first private investigations Dominic and I did was the George Taylor house.
How was that?
Yeah.
Was it
the
You're breaking up again.
It's everything's.
You're breaking up again.
It's all good.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Let me come down with you. All right, hang on. I'll be downstairs in a second.
Hold on. You're fine. It went back.
Okay. Well, the George Taylor house was really cool. The lady there that was running it that night, she's like, "Oh, I'm just going to be here to get you guys started. And then my husband will be here all night with you. And we'll leave him here with you all night." She never left. She said the activity that we had popping off was the most she's seen in a long time there.
That location's fun though.
It is
fun.
Yeah. You know, and that was unbelievable that she said that. We were actually up in the summer kitchen and Dominic was standing in the stairwell.
Mm-hmm.
And this wasn't during our private though, was it, Dominic?
No, that was
one of the public ones there we did.
Yeah.
And he says, I could feel somebody pulling my shirt, and I shine the light over there, and I can actually see his sweatshirt being pulled.
No, but they like not like it wasn't like snagged on anything or anything like that.
He was standing. It was
the wall was on my right,
mm-hmm.
and where it was being pulled was from the left.
Oh, that's wild. And it's cool that like you felt that, and then someone else was able to see.
Yeah,
that it was actually being tugged on. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Those are those experiences that, like you're always thankful when there's somebody else that like is there to witness it with you, because
so you don't feel as crazy. You're just like, wait, you saw that. We confirm you see this, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So do you have a favorite location so far that you've been to, that you've had any experiences where you're like, yes, I'll keep going back to that place every single time? Like, is there one place out of all the places you've been that you've fell in love with?
I like Old Hospital.
Do you?
I really like that place.
Yeah.
I like Indiana State Sanitarium.
Ooh.
You know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe.
I don't know. It was good.
Okay, well, okay.
I don't know. I shouldn't say that because when we were in Indiana, the floor we were on, we were there with Julie and we were doing the investigation with the
Yeah,
group.
because Danny was upstairs.
Was I upstairs?
Yeah, Danny was 2 floors above us when you had to go screaming through the floor to see if somebody was up
No,
there.
that was Candy.
Then
That was Candy. Yeah, I went through the second floor because we thought that it sounded like human beings running up and down the floor up there above us. I actually went up and I was kicking doors open and yelling, "If you're here, get out of here."
Oh, I was in a whole different building. I think I was
Yeah.
with
Yep. Yeah.
Rob, Sarah, and Trevor, I think, and the building right next to you guys, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
the nursing home.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that was a fun weekend, actually.
Mhm.
The place is so large and there's so many buildings to explore. I feel like even if I'd go back 2 or 3 more times, I don't know if I would have said I've explored enough of it. So I can understand how that would be one of those places like you want to keep going back to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Either that or Middo.
Mid Orange is crazy.
Middo was a lot of fun too.
That was a really weird one because that's kind of where Rob just kind of threw us into taking a group randomly, and we were like, "Oh, okay."
That was Middo, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
And then it was we were all upstairs in the one like house, and the one like boarding house, and we were in this one room, and Sarah just kind of like does her walk off thing, and
We all have those moments.
I was like, where the hell is she going? And I was like, where the hell is she going? So I walked over to make sure she didn't get lost. And because I know they said they get like the homeless people who get there every once in a while. So I was like, it's better to have 2 people than just one. It was like the weirdest experience. We saw this like upstairs, there's these windows in like the little closets. They're small windows, not that big.
Yeah.
And I thought we were seeing this window that was probably about 4 foot by like 3 foot. Wasn't it? And then later on, Rob was explaining that they saw this portal just kind of like form out of nowhere.
Oh, when they were in the hallway? That one?
Yeah.
Sarah
Now, was this in the main building or was this on one of the other buildings?
This was like in one of the housing buildings.
Okay.
And I was like, wait a minute. Sarah and I saw that upstairs before you saw it. And that was like the coolest thing when he like explained that. I was like, I actually got to see that. That was one of the coolest experiences
I think it all happened in building B though. I think you and Sarah seen it on upstairs and Rob was walking in downstairs from outside.
And he like saw this light.
He saw it and didn't know what the hell it was either.
There have been
like we thought somebody was outside. That's like with a flashlight. That's what we thought it was, a window. But I shined my light on it and it wasn't.
So like you're thinking that you're seeing light coming in from the outside kind of a situation?
Yeah, and then it was
not actually a window.
And then you shine your light on it and it's like, oh, the window's like a 1 foot by 1 foot square, not like a 4 foot by 3 foot rectangle.
I mean, yeah, and then it's nice to have that validation that someone else saw something almost identical to what you saw. So yeah, and Middo's crazy for that stuff. So there are so many different stories of not even just spirits, ghosts. There's the shadow figures, UFO sightings. It is like this just bundle of all things paranormal, and it's so hard to explain how it all happens at once.
I call it a fishbowl.
It is kind of like that, right?
Because you have all kinds of stuff happening in a fishbowl sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
It's just a fishbowl of activity.
I gotta get back there. I've been there once and
we had that's coming up. That's in extremeticketing.com. I'm pretty sure we have that event already listed.
Yeah, I think so.
I know what I'm using my tax money for after I pay some bills.
April 12th, y'all. April 12th. Come join Get Haunted at Mid-Orange Correctional Facility. You will have an amazing time, trust me. Because it is always an experience. I don't think I've walked away from that place disappointed ever. Like there's always something. Or even if you are the biggest skeptic in the world, and there's room for skeptics, they're amazing to have with you always because it helps you figure out what the hell's actually going on sometimes, But they even have the best time there because it's just the way everyone interacts, all the different buildings, so many things to explore. There's always room for something awesome to happen at Mid-Orange. So for sure. Yes. But where was it here? I had one.
Yeah, I saw
I did.
Wait, I got it.
You got it?
Yes, I did it.
Thank you. Yay. So have you ever had an oh shit moment?
I don't know. What would yours be, Dominic?
The one at Old Hospital with the door slamming.
Yeah, that was a big oh shit moment.
I'll need to explain that one.
Come back. When was this one?
Yeah, Dominic.
So it's weird. So when we were at Old Hospital for the event and Rob didn't go, and so we were helping run the event, we were like, oh, we went over to Kentucky to see like the Hatfield and McCoys and everything. So we were in Pikeville, about a half an hour away, and there's not really a lot of places there on a Saturday to get breakfast because Pikeville is like a college town.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was the middle of the summer, pretty much.
So not a whole lot going on out there.
Yeah. So we get over there, and then Sarah PMs my dad on Facebook. Hey, I have something being delivered to the hospital for you for tonight.
Oh.
And we go, okay. So we get over there. The weird thing is, like, every time we've tried to do the Hatfield and McCoy, something has called us back to the hospital.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah. We haven't seen the grave sites yet, and that's where we were trying to go.
Really?
And every time we get to the same point where we're getting ready to get out and like walk up, that's when something happens and we got to go up to the hospital.
Stop it.
And
swear to God, I swear.
And then, so the guy delivers, like, it was like a pie and some cookies and stuff like that.
Oh.
And so we're like, well, let's go explore a little bit, take some pictures in the daylight.
Oh, yeah.
Like, because it's the how the light comes in there is really like interesting how it conforms to the building.
Yep.
So we're like, oh, let's do an EVP in the basement. And where the doctor's offices are.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you know how heavy that door is going back into like the incinerator room in the lab and everything like that.
That's heavy. That's very heavy.
So we're sitting there. We do this thing, and we're with Bridget and her friend Crystal. And it was Crystal's first time investigating ever.
Oh, I love that.
And you can hear my dad ask a question, and then she says something along the lines like, can you tell me that you're here in some way?
I'd really like to meet you. Can you let me know you're here?
And that door full on slams. Like it was open. It was open, like fully open, and full on slams.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that's one way to let you know.
Yeah.
That was really an oh shit.
Yeah. I mean, to the point where, again, we thought somebody snuck in the building and was messing with us. Dominic ran upstairs, all locked up. Nobody was in there. I went there was nobody there.
Huh. That's when it's like your adrenaline starts going. You have no idea what the heck to think, right? Because how? Right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can find it here. Because like you have to hear it to really believe.
Yeah, I would love to hear that actually.
Yeah, Dominic should have the EVP.
That's wild. What about for you, Dobie? What's your oh shit moment while he's looking for that?
Trying to think.
That was hard when you're put on the spot, right?
I think I had a few of them. I think I had a few of them.
How do I screen share?
I think one of my big oh shit moments was we were at White Hill. Dominic and I were running the investigation for you guys, and we were up on the 3rd floor towards the end of the night. The energy had changed in the building. It was a little bit different. And we were up there, and Steve was sitting next to me, and I said to him, I said, Steve, you got to get out of my way before I just plow through you and smack you in the face. I was getting a little aggravated, and I couldn't break the threshold to get out of the building.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
So Steve, now I just, told Steve I'm going to smack him upside the head. So he comes with me to get out of the building. We get out of the building, and we're standing outside talking. And I turn and I look into the building through the glass door. I says, the guy he's standing right there looking at us, Steve. Right? I could see that whatever it was there. And we go to get back into the building.
Yeah.
And locked us out.
Oh, that was that old hospital, wasn't it?
No, that wasn't an old hospital. That was at White Hill.
Yeah.
Oh.
We got locked out. And then we're trying to get a hold of Lori and everything because they're still up on the 3rd floor. We were locked outside for about 15-20 minutes.
You saw someone on the 1st floor staring at you. It followed me down. And when I walked out, I turned around. I says, it's standing right in the doorway, Steve. It's looking at us. And I thought I heard it click, but I thought it was just the door closing all the way. Yeah.
And then we were locked out.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
We were locked out.
Nothing though, right? Like it followed you. Like it was like, no, you're gonna leave now. Like,
like when I went into the shadow room, when I walked into the shadow room, there was 2 other ladies in there, and that's where the dominant kind of spirit was. And it did not like me. Every time I walked in there, that they said it changed. They says, whatever it is, it doesn't like you in here.
Huh.
And it got me out of the building and locked me out. It didn't want me to go back in.
Wild. Yeah, that place. It's funny how like the different floors of that place can get a different vibe. Like you can go from like, the 2nd floor can be completely inviting, and then you get up to the attic and you're like, no, I don't feel comfortable here at all. I need to leave. But
I mean, Danny, you walked me out when I saw the face by the basement steps.
Yeah, I've had to be walked out of there a couple times.
Yeah, because
No, so I'd say, that was probably one of my biggest oh shit moments.
Wait, so am I reading this right? Big Daddy Andy was watching Steve's live and messaged Lori.
Yes. Yeah, because we couldn't get a hold of anybody, so he actually messaged.
Oh my gosh, that is wild.
As well.
Look at him helping out even from a distance.
I mean, it was so because we're even shining our flashlights at the windows upstairs.
Oh my, yeah.
And they're not thinking anything of it. They think it's lights going like they're seeing stuff.
Oh no! And here's
SOS, guys. Come on.
Oh, my God. Oh, I can see it. Hold on.
Can you hear it?
Oh, here we go.
Were you able to hear it?
No.
2024.
Did you hear it or no?
We heard 2024.
Okay.
Hey, spirits. My name is Joe. I have a device here that if you'd like to come and say something to us, go to the red light and you can speak into it there and we can hear what you're saying. Once again, my name is Joe and I'm here with some friends. We're going to talk to you. So I'm going to ask the first question, okay? If you're here with us, can you tell us your name or just let us know that you're here?
My name is Crystal. I would like to meet you. Can you let us know that you're here?
Oh!
That was Dominic that went, woo!
I would have screamed bloody murder. That was awesome.
And it was on cue.
Well,
Like you said, can you let me know that you're here? And then bam.
So if you go back into that, like if you go to that video too, and really like listen behind all of the talking, there's a heart monitor beep in the background of it.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't have been playing in real time while you guys were there.
But the funny thing is, there's an incubator down there in the same hallway.
Yeah, there is. All the way down by I believe where Bill saw the weird
We were right by that incubator too.
Yep.
We were at the bookshelves.
Yeah. We were
that's where we
standing
got
in the corner.
That's where me and Danny got on our little the spirit box when we were like, oh, we're the nurses, we're here to help you, and they said my name, and I was like, hi.
Somehow we ended up sneaking off.
We do.
I don't know how we ended up
doing that. Come on now.
we always end up like finding our way off by ourselves, and then we had, I think that was the portal that we were walking around.
Yeah.
With, right? Yeah. And we're just like walking down that hallway, pretending that we're nurses, and they call Sandy right out.
I'm like,
wow.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
There's more than one on that recording. Yes.
Mm-hmm. You can hear them.
Yeah, that's wild. I love when you're able to like capture those. EVPs are phenomenal. Anything like actually any form of evidence is really exciting to capture.
I know.
Being able to go back to and be like, look, this is what we experienced.
Well, that was just a weird.
I think though one of my biggest oh shit moments was when we were up at what?
The pizza guy?
No, we were up at the Conjuring house. We were up at the Conjuring house. Okay. We'll tell you that pizza guy story.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hear about the pizza guy.
Yeah, I want to know about the pizza now.
We're sitting in the living room area, and the lights are all off. And we're talking about stuff, and they go, okay, well, let's turn the lights back on because things are getting a little crazy. They turn the lights back on. This little black shadow figure comes flying out of the office doors behind the couch, between my legs and under the couch, to where I actually jumped up and screamed.
Danny, for that.
And I scared the shit out of everybody. It bolted through there, and then they told me there's a cat that people see, this shadow of a cat.
The Conjuring. Did you just say I was there with you guys for that one?
Yeah,
you were there.
I don't remember.
That's when you were sitting by the shovel, and the shovel kind of fell on you.
I remember. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Bullshit moments right there, guys.
That's a little crazy. So wait, why don't I remember you jumping up off the couch? So you saw something come from the office?
Yeah, and it ran behind the couch right towards me, and it scared the living daylights out of me.
Oh.
And there's no animals in the house. I mean, I don't know about now, but like at that point, there was no animals.
During the investigation, no animals.
No, there's nothing. No.
Yeah.
But you want to hear the pizza guy story?
Kind of, because I always enjoy funny stories. We have one too from our first event, not last year, year before.
Well, so we went down Friday to Old Hospital. We get the key from Charlie and everything. We don't go in. We were like, screw this. We're tired. We just want to go to the house, just sit and hang out, and go to Walmart and get some food and stuff like that, so we didn't have to go the next day. So we go to Walmart, and then I realized on the way down, I forgot my SD card at home for my camera.
Oh, no.
So I'm standing in line to wait to get it unlocked, taking the regular line. This lady's trying to buy a TV. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't scan. Nothing. So my dad asks the people at self-checkout, oh, can he pay for this here and you guys unlock? And they go, yeah. So I get in the self-checkout line, and I'm sitting there waiting for somebody to move, and this guy behind me goes, what's up, bud? And I was like, hey, how's it going? He goes, you're not from around here, are you? I go, no. I go, how do you know? He goes, your accent. I go, okay. He goes, what are you doing here, riding? I go, no, we're here for Old Hospital. And he goes, oh, I used to do that, not legally, when he was a kid. And that was kind of the end. That was kind of the end of it. So we wanted to order food out what they called 2 different pizza places,
Yeah.
and they weren't open or didn't answer.
Oh.
So we called the place in town that I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
Up at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah. We I think we all ate dinner there at one point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then, so they're in the kitchen. I was on the couch watching TV. I was watching YouTube, and I hear the knock. And so he's like, "Hey, can you get the door?" So I was getting up anyway to get the door, and I open the door, and it's the same dude from Walmart delivering our food.
Stop it.
And all you hear is, "Oh my God!" It's the same guy.
And then Bridget walks over. She's looking at me and the pizza guy like, "What the hell just happened?" I go, "This is the guy from Walmart."
Nice.
Oh my
Earlier in the day.
And then he started explaining to us that his uncle used to work at the hospital,
Oh yeah.
Oh.
and that there was a janitor who mysteriously disappeared or moved away.
Yeah.
And then we found out he was Spanish, and there was a whole like sexual assault thing that went on, and that's why he moved away.
Oh.
Oh.
We found this out all in an EVP.
Prepared.
Yeah, all in an EVP or SD session upstairs. We found this all out.
Oh, so you got this information via the spirits then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Huh.
He just put on top of the he just started the story for us because we couldn't start it ourselves.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah. And
So
so,
the rest of it.
because he told us his grandfather's name and everything, so we went in there and we asked, and they started responding to it.
Oh, that's so. It's cool because you got that little tiny bit of history, and then they were able to expand on it for you.
And
Yeah.
then they were getting kind of mad at us because we couldn't understand, but like it at times it was speaking he was speaking Spanish, and then there's the little girl spirit there trying to help us.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was really weird.
I like that you were able to like connect things that you learned personally, like from a living individual, and you took that. You were able to have an investigation with it.
Yeah. It was pretty crazy.
I think we freaked out the guests too because they were like, "What the hell is going on right now?"
Yeah.
Oh man. So when you guys stayed there, did you guys stay at that in the cottage that's like right next to the hospital, or the one that's down?
No, because there was 6 of us.
Yeah, it was
So we stayed in the doctor's house.
That's the one that's like right next. Wait, is that the one that's
The
right
house
next?
right behind the hospital, the bigger house at the
It's
bottom
down
of
the
the hill.
stairs.
Okay, that one's down the stairs. Okay. Did you?
So
So I know, like when we all stayed there, people were having experiences in the houses that are next to it. How was that? Because it's not just the hospital that's haunted.
They were shit talking in the kitchen, and they're drinking this, that, and the other thing, and I'm like, I'm still, and I think this was before the pizza guy incident.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm sitting in there and I'm like hearing somebody upstairs. I'm like, I know there's nobody up there because Kevin and Rachel weren't there yet.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, you know what? Let me take my knock rods and put them up there. And they go off probably 2 or 3 times.
yeah,
When we set them up there.
And nobody else was upstairs at all.
there was nobody else
All
upstairs.
4 of us were downstairs.
Yeah. And then the next night, I'm in the kitchen cooking, and there's a barrel bolt that goes on the door to the basement.
Oh.
And the door is shut and it's barrel bolted. I'm in the kitchen cooking, doing my thing and everything. And all of a sudden, I look over and the basement door is wide open.
Wait, and it had been locked.
It had been locked. I'm like, what the hell? And nobody else was in the kitchen with me. So I go over there and I yelled down. I don't get an answer. And I asked everybody. They were like, no. It's all right. So I go back in the kitchen, close the door, barrel bolted again. doing my thing, getting a little warm. So I open the back door, stick my head out. I come back in. It's opened again.
Huh. That's
And then I think
Just like-
Dominic went down during the night for something, and the basement door was open when he went in the house.
Did you guys investigate that at all? I would have been like, okay, what is going on here? Why does that keep opening? Because especially if it's locked, like that's not a breeze
Well,
isn't going to.
that happened on the night of doing the hospital, so we didn't have a lot of time.
Okay.
And then when we got back, we were just exhausted. We all just crashed.
Get the heck out. Did you guys hear anybody like walking around in the middle of the night or anything? Like that's.
I don't know. I was so dead. I'm like dead in my sleep. So
Yeah, I'm a pretty sound. Oh, I didn't hear anything either, but I don't know if I did. No, I don't think I did.
Danny, you guys were in the other house. Did you guys ever hear anything when you were there?
Oh, so there was a moment where everybody was like, when we had just got there, we were trying to settle in. People are getting their bags out of the cars and everything. So I had thought that Rob had, because they had left to grab stuff out of the car, and I thought Rob had come back in. I was coming out of, I don't know if it was the bedroom or the bathroom, from that area anyway, and I thought I saw somebody standing in the living room. So I went over to talk to him. And as soon as I turned the corner, like the person that I thought I saw standing there wasn't there anymore. And I'm like, okay. And then there were other people who thought they saw someone standing in different rooms, and when they would walk in, there wouldn't be anybody there. So it was weird. Like the visual there was like, you would think you saw someone turn a corner and you go to talk to them and there's nobody's really there. So it was a little unnerving, like not terrifying, but you're just like, I know I saw somebody walk into that room. Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's an active location. I wouldn't mind going back there. I did enjoy my time there for sure.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun, the location.
Yeah. And
our first time there, we were there with Dan and Wade.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. I was there for that one.
Yep. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We really had no idea who they were until
that night.
Him and I didn't know he handled Annabelle until like 2 months later.
Oh, you weren't there for the conversation outside?
What's that?
You weren't there for the conversation outside? At one point, I think it was me, Rob, Wade, and Dan. We were all sitting out, and Lori, if I remember right. We were all sitting outside and we were talking about it, and he was telling us how his gloves work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And how he handles Annabelle. And it was
yeah, no, we didn't. We had no idea until like 2 months later, like, oh, by the way, Dan Riviera handles Annabelle. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And then he was like posting something about Tony. And I was like, I've seen this guy before somewhere.
Did it start clicking?
It started to click because I just watched 28 Days Haunted.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
Hold up. So I started doing research, and I'm like, there's no way that we were investigating with the guy who handles Annabelle.
And they're the sweetest guys I have ever met in my entire life. They're
yeah.
cool people.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just adore those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely adore them.
Yeah.
We were lucky enough, and again, since becoming part of the family and everything like this, and I'm going to call it family because that's what it is.
It is.
The opportunities that we've made or that have presented themselves and we've acted on are phenomenal. One of the best things happened to me is when we were in Gettysburg. We actually went to help and set them up for their tour when they came down with Annabelle.
That's right.
We went down the day before, and we're in there helping Dan and Wade get everything set up, and Chris, and they're getting ready to set up Annabelle, and they're like, "Well, it's kind of heavy and it's covered, we got to get it up kind of high." So I go over there, I help pick it up. We get it up on the thing and everything, not thinking anything of it because I'm just in that work mode, not thinking anything of it. Later, Dominic says to me, "So what was it like?" I'm like, "What was what like?" He goes, you lifted the Annabelle case with her in it. I was like, get the hell out of here. What? And he goes, yeah. I was like, I had, so it was like, holy shit. Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. And then, again, the opportunity came up and I seized it. Michael Berryman.
That's wild.
That, I got to take him out to
I was
breakfast.
gonna say, like, you actually got to hang out with him outside of the convention.
Yeah.
One of the nicest guys you'll ever want to meet and sit and talk to.
What was he in? So that everybody, I can't remember what it was that he was in. Help me help you.
He's been in a couple different ones. The one that comes to mind all the time, because I've watched it with my wife, where they make the doll. It's an 80s movie. Michael Anthony Hall.
I'm too young for
My
this.
Science Project or something, yeah, you're too young.
Weird Science?
Weird Science.
Oh,
He's one of the biker dudes that comes into the house.
Is he really?
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, he's one of the biker dudes. And then The Hills Have Eyes.
Okay, that's the one that's on his banner too, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
yep. That's crazy.
So yeah, he was in that. And just to sit and talk with him and hang out with him, and such a down-to-earth type of guy. Yeah. And it was just an amazing experience.
That whole convention was and you guys were working your little tail feathers off. So I saw you guys zipping all over the place, getting ready for that thing, helping everyone out. Such an amazing time, though. Seriously.
And again, another big thing for us is that was our first Paracon that we actually participated in.
I didn't realize that was the first one.
That was the first one.
So nice.
Yep, that was the first one that we got to participate in.
Our test was Indiana State Sanitarium at the Billy Creek.
Oh, okay.
Oh, when we shared with Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob let us. Yeah, we went down to help, and we set up a couple of things and stuff like that. And
nice. But this was the first big one then with Warren's.
Yeah. So now we're going to the main Paracon. The main Paracon HorrorCon.
Nice. We'll be there
too.
Be there,
and we're going to be at Rock Island.
Are you coming? Are you coming to Rock Island?
Yeah, we got a table. We're going to be set up there.
Oh, I'm so excited! It's going to be so much fun. Seriously.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, no, it's going to be an amazing time. And that's grown so much even from the last one that we were at. Like already, the amount of excitement, the amount of people, everything.
It's really taken off.
I saw Dan and Wade, and then we're going to be there, and then I got really excited. I was like,
I'm excited that they're going to be there.
Yep.
I don't know if I'll be at the main one, though. It depends on my work schedule.
Well, I hope.
Yeah.
Joby, you're going to be there, though, right?
Yeah. One of us has to be. I'll be there for that.
Nice.
So, because I already told them, with the new job that I'm taking on, that I have obligations I have to go to, and they're like, "Yeah, no problems."
No, I'm glad that they're going to be honoring that for you, because
yep,
it's going to be a very good time.
It's just,
the guy's really down to earth and is understanding of people's schedules and everything like that. So
No, it's awesome, guys. This has been such an honor to have you on. Thank you so much. We have about 5 minutes left in the show. I just wanted to give a quick shout out. I think 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure that you tune in for Pac-Man Paranormal. I know they're going to be airing tonight at 9. I'm back on it at 7 too. Yeah, Divination with Danny's on at 7. So yeah, if you guys like tarot, tune in for that too. But otherwise, make sure you hang out for Pac-Man Paranormal. But
if you don't hang out for Pac-Man Paranormal, Denise might come and smack you on the butt.
I love her. She's such a great human being. Seriously. But I look forward to all of the future adventures that we're going to have with you guys, and to see you set up at different Paracons, and just to see your journey as it unfolds. It's been such an honor to know you guys. Seriously, thank you.
It's been an honor to know you guys and be family with everybody here. I mean, we found our niche, and we just love everybody here. We love the network. We love everything we see. We love. So
We love
you
you guys
know,
too.
it's just great to have our voices like this to be heard and stuff like that. So we appreciate it.
Oh, it's been nothing short of an honor. Are you kidding me? And there's so much more adventuring to be done, right? So
Oh, yeah.
2025 will be a good
Yeah.
year for it.
It's
Absolutely.
early. It's 2025. We have all year long. Bleh.
Oh,
Yep.
yes, we do.
We've only just begun.
All right, guys. Well, any parting words real quick before I hit the end button here? I feel like I'm being
Tired.
with it, but
I'm tired. Yeah.
He needs to get back to bed.
all
No,
right.
just I guess just remember the people that you hang with are the people that really will lift you up. So choose the right people.
Oh, that's more than true. Yes, seriously.
You know,
Is
so
that your
choose the right people.
attractive
Choose your
tribe?
circle wisely.
Yes, absolutely. And guys, you can catch them at Maine and
Rock Island.
Rock Island. So make sure you stop by and check out their table. Dom makes amazing equipment.
And you'll never know what kind of Get Haunted event we'll show up at. So, because we are Mercs.
Yes, you are. So yeah, keep your eyes out for them. They are fun to investigate with. All right, guys. That is it for our show tonight. Thank you, everybody on the side. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you.
And we will see you guys around. End this really quick. All right, guys. Bye, guys.
Have a great night, guys. Thanks. Bye.